Our next guest uses creativity for fun electronics, including a great line of MP3 players, media players, speakers, lots more. And he's joining us now on the program. We had the boss on last week. This week, it's time to have yet another boss, if you will, from Creative Labs. Regional Director for Central and Eastern Europe is Claus Demant. Claus, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you?
Thanks, Dave. I'm fine.
There are so many things that you guys are coming out with. We didn't have a chance with Jean-Marc last week to cover them all, and we thought we've got to get you back because there's always neat stuff that Creative is doing. So I twisted Ricardo's arm and says, please, we've got to talk more about Creative. And he says, well, if you insist. So here you are. We want to find out, of course, about some of the new headphones, the XFi technology. A lot of excitement here at IFA where folks are just waiting in line to try them even. And I thought, all right, that's got to be an interesting product if they're waiting in line to put them on and experience. Tell me, what is XFi?
Well, XFi is basically a technology that we have a claim of saying it actually enhances the sound, so it's better than the original.
It's better than the original sound. Now, how can you improve on the original?
That's a hard claim, we know. Basically what we do, there's two technologies in XFi. One is called the crystallizer, in which we basically restore compressed audio and convert it back to up to 24-bit quality, so studio quality.
Really?
Yeah. So that's one element, and the other technology is the 3D surround sound. And this is where we enhance the sound so it actually sounds better than the original, because we can add surround sound feature to a flat audio or stereo file.
And without giving away any of your industry secrets, because then you'd have to kill me and all of our audience, which I'm sure you don't want to do. How do you make this happen? How is it that, what technologies are in place here to actually enhance the sound this way?
Well, basically we have a lot of experience in the audio field, in the audio industry. We have accumulated 25 years of experience. We have a number of audio companies associated in our group that deliver this technology to us, including several facilities in US. Mm-hmm. And it's basically the work of 25 years that we're presenting here in the XFi technology. And it's a technology that is coming across our various products.
So no doubt a lot of experimentation in order to make something like this happen, because one would think, well, the original audio would be sounding as good as the artist intended, but if you can enhance that even, then extra credit to Creative. That is creative work, I guess.
The enhancement, we mean that we are adding features to it so it sounds more compelling, more creative, if you like. Gotcha.
Now, does the XFi also play a role in the wireless music for the home? Is that part of the whole experience?
Yes, indeed it is. We have a system called XTalk, which is basically a unit like this that incorporates the XFi technology.
And, of course, Claus is actually holding up the unit, so those watching on our video podcast, you'll be able to come by and see it, and it's always there for you. So swing by the website, this weekend show page at IFA Part 2, and you'll see these very cool devices. So I'm sorry to interrupt, but wanted to make sure people can see them.
No worries. So basically this is a device where you can literally wireless transmit your music across the home. So you can take your iPod, for example, dock it in the unit, like I'm doing right now, mm-hmm. and literally I can wireless stream the music to another room. So what you need to have in another room is a receiver. So this, in fact, is a transmitter, the one I dock the iPod in. And then I just need to install the receiver in a room I like to listen to my content on the iPod. So it literally wireless streams the music into this receiver.
And it does it obviously wirelessly, seamlessly, so that we can enjoy our content that we've worked so hard to build in any room in the house.
In any
or
room.
Perhaps in the office if we prefer, or whatever the case might be. And it's just that easy. So how many of these receivers can I utilize then around the house, or do I simply move this around with me?
Well, I think we can accommodate people that even have a big house, because it can support up to a broadcast of 128 rooms.
Really? So, oh, gee. Okay, a couple of more rooms than I have in my house, so but that's kind of cool. So you can actually put that many devices in the various rooms?
Yes.
And, of course, easy connectivity, the wireless, of course, so it's receiving. But then I'm also noticing connections on the unit, so you can do some additional things with it, I would assume.
Yeah, actually what you wireless stream the music, and mm-hmm. you can skip and play songs here.
So you can control your iPod wirelessly from another room then as well.
Yes, and obviously also the volume you can turn up and down.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's line outs here in this one, so you can connect it to a pair of speakers you might have. It can be a table radio you have, whatever device that has speakers built in and can receive an audio line out or line in.
I'm Dave Graveline. We're back with more from IFA Berlin right here into tomorrow, continuing on the Advanced Media Network.